Give me a minute. Let me fix this. There we go. Okay, Shalom, Shalom. This is Truth is Everlasting. Lion's Den. I am Yahweh Sop. I camp out with Lion Den, Hawan Ben Yashuada in Jacksonville, Florida. But first I think of a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the archons, and to the women and children in Paleo-Hebrew language. Ka halayim la Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Ha-Rokah Kodash Mahamaf, in the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit and holy and in truth. Double honors to the 144,000 chosen elect. Double honors to the apostles of GMS. Double honors to the apostles of Lion Dance Camp. Salutations to the archons who are on the four corners of the earth, and to the women and children, Shalom. When I say Lion's Den Camp, Lion at the end is a Z, not a S. Okay. Well, it says here, Trump ultimatum to Cuba. Makes a deal before it is too late or face consequences. You know, watching the elders do their lessons, even if it's true that Donald, well, the 45th, right, president, does succeed, Nero, does succeed with Venezuela, Cuba, Ireland, I believe it is, Greenland, somewhere up there. Whatever he succeeds in getting more land and more country, that only is going to be because Yahweh Shai is then using him. Okay, I believe it was him, right, Trump, who said that he believes that God has is having do this will have a purpose with him, and it's true. Okay, the only thing that his the Edomites God is Jesus, right? Caesar Borgia, the wicked one, son of a pope. Okay. The title of this lesson is called "When They Say Peace and Safety." Okay. So let's see what this man's going to say, and then after that, we're going to the scripture.
News just coming in that Donald Trump just gave Cuba an ultimatum. Either you make a deal now before it's too late, or you are going to face the consequences. Not one drop of oil and not one help with financial aid will go into Cuba if they don't strike a deal immediately. For all intents and purposes, Cuba will be completely shut down. But don't you understand what this president is doing as Russia and China have the ambitions of taking over the world? He is securing a fortress around the United States of America by purchasing Greenland right off the East Coast and securing Cuba that Russia can never go in there again. That almost guarantees the safety and the security of all of our families on the East Coast. But did you see what Donald Trump said the other day? That he had a greater calling other than making money? That almost like God has spoken to him and said that I have appointed you to be the leader of the free world? That only through me that you are going to bring peace to every single nation that is in your grasp. This is not the United States of America against Russia and China. This is the United States of America against anybody who attempts to take our freedoms away. To the traitors that are living amongst us in our very own backyard, you will be held accountable and responsible for the horrible things that you have committed against the people of the United States of America. To the illegal immigrants that came here, that made the decision not to assimilate, pack your bags and get ready because you're going home. To the organizations that you think that you are going to continue to bring terror to my family and all of my brothers and sisters and patriots over here in the USA. Our president and our forces are aware of every every single one of you and where you are camping out and where you are holding your base. You can't hide in Dearborn, Michigan. You can't hide in the beautiful state of Minnesota. You can't camp out on the West Coast in California. There is no sanctuary for you in Ohio, and we sure ain't gonna continue to allow this to go on in New York City. Mr. President, I know you for a long time, and I have to tell you that I am so proud of you of what you have become. Godspeed, Mr. President.
Let's stop it right there and move this up here, Slacker.
Breaking news.
Okay. So, he's speaking a lot of truth. Nobody can hide, okay, because of technology. But he's also saying the truth. China and Russia do want to own everything around the world, as well as America wants to be the powerhouse of the whole world. The only thing is that he's not aware, or he doesn't care, is that, the people in power, the Edomites, are standing in stolen land. You see? And that's what they want to keep holding on to, and they want to keep believing that because of technology that was given to them by Yahweh Shin Yahushai, that they're going to be living forever. Right? That's not going to happen. I'm going to go to 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. I'm going to start with verse 1 and work my way down. But of the time and the season, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. Okay, he's talking to the so-called Negros, Latino Americans, and speckled birds. Verse 2, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of Yahweh Shai so cometh as a thief in the night. Okay? Not even Yahweh Shai, not even the host of angels, not even those who are doing the work of Yahweh Shin Yahushua. We don't know when or what time, what day, and what year he's going to come. We do know through scripture only that through the signs and what's going on, because that's how we go about it, through the Spirit in the name of Yahushua, it's getting closer. But watch this. Verse 3, for when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So same way he's saying that nobody's going to escape, which he's correct. When Yahushua comes back, nobody worldwide is going to escape. Not even the people in power when they go and hide under their bunkers or under the ground, their cities, whatever you want to call it. Okay? Or in space. I just saw, a matter of fact, just came to me. I just saw a video. It doesn't come to me right now. The lady, she's a journalist, a free, what they call it, free enterprise journalist, who did some research, and she was talking about how the building of the ballroom, the new ballroom building they want to do at the White House, that's not true. It's that they're going to be building an underground database, right? I mean, they already have underground database, you see, so it cannot be destroyed. At least that's how they think and believe. But no, when Yahushua comes back, he's going to destroy AI with no problem, right? He's going to turn everything off and then destroy it. Verse 4, but ye, brethren, are not in darknesses, that they should overtake you as a thief. No, it ain't going to take us as a thief, because we are, watching day and night what's going on in this wicked world, right? Give me a minute, see where I'm at. That was number 4. I go now to 1 John a minute here. First John. Here we go. Start with chapter 2, verse 8, and work my way there. Again, a new commandment I write unto you, which thing is true in him in you, because darknesses is past, and true light now shines. Yeah. This is what the people in power do not want our people, so-called Negros, Latino Americans, speckled birds, to remember, realize, comprehend that darkness, right? Darkness is destroys things. That's how come the end of the wicked of the Edomites is coming to an end, because that's the only direction they know how to go to. That's what they program, to destroy things, right? The earth is already tired of them, and by them building more these database, it's going to destroy the earth. So that's another reason why Yahweh Shai is going to come back with the host of angels. Besides that, they're going to want to mandate, right? Once they bring in the cashless society, they're going to want to mandate the charagma to put inside of our people. Verse 9. He that says he is in the light and hate his brother is in darkness even unto now. Yeah, if you don't love the truth, you don't care about the truth, and you don't stand for the truth, you're still living in darkness. And you hate the truth, so you hate Yahweh, you hate Yahweh Shai, and you hate the people who are called in the name of Yahweh Shai that's doing his will. Verse 10. He that loves his brother abides in the light, in the truth, and there is none occasion of stumbling in him. No. Right? Because how are you not going to love your true identity? If you really think about it. How are you not going to like or love that you come from a big family, a mighty family? You come from a family of that your big brother is the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Come on, man. That's great news. Verse 11, but he that hates his brother is in darknesses and walks in darknesses and knows not whither he goes, because that darknesses has blind his eyes. Yeah, that goes for IUIC, okay, that don't like calling out the name of Yahweh Shai, right? They like to use Christ, or they hold on still to that Jesus. Now they know the truth, right? They know it's about the so-called Negros, Latino Americans, and speckled birds. But how are you gonna call Jesus when you know that his real name is Caesar Borgia, the son of a pope? See? Makes no sense. And then what's that other group I said last time I was doing a lesson? Genesis. I think they changed their name. I don't know what the other name they left. I think the Genesis thing and came out with something else. They're saying that everybody can be saved. The whole world can be saved. No, that's not being truthful. Okay? I want to go to 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. Ye are all children of light. Saying that, I think when our people read this with the Christian mentality, they think it's talking about the whole world. No, it's talking about only the so-called Negros, Latino Americans, and speckled birds. Ye are all the children of light, of truth, and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darknesses. No, right? He has light and darkness, truth, right, and lies, wickedness. Let me go to Ephesians Ephesians chapter 5. Salakia. I'm trying to skip some part of the scripture, see if I can do this. So Salakia for that. I say Ephesians chapter 5. Start with verse 8. For ye were sometime darknesses, but now are ye light in Yahushua. Walk as children of light. So we walk in the light, we walk in the truth in his name. Verse 16, redeeming the time because the days are evil. They sure are. Verse 17, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of Yahushua is. Verse 18, be not drunk with wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit, right? So we don't want to be drunk in the pagan holidays of this wicked world, or be falling into the fake topics or things about religion, because this is not about religion. This is about culture. Okay, everybody has a culture or where they come from, but yet when we say who we are and what's our culture, right away, we're terrorists, we're haters, right? We're evil. That's crazy, right? Let me go back to 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 6. I believe that's where I want to go. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Yeah, we don't have time to be caught up in the activities. Don't get me wrong, we do go out, here and there for entertainment, but as things get worse, and that's what's going on, be honest with you, entertainment becomes less. Okay? So, just want to throw it out there. Verse 17, pray without ceasing. 18, in everything give thanks, for this is the will of Yahweh in Yahushua concerning you. 19, quench not the spirit. Verse 20, despise not prophesying. Verse 21, prove all things, hold fast that which is good. Salakia. Verse 22, abstain from all appearances of evil. Verse 23, and the very Yahweh of peace sanctify you wholly, and pray Yahweh your whole spirit and soul and body be preserved blameless unto the coming of Yahweh Shai. Right? Because things are not going to go the way the wicked keep prophesizing. Okay? They want to keep convincing through chaos that they're going to own everything, and that they're the ones that are going to bring peace and safety. No. Peace only going to come back when Yahweh Shai comes back. Okay? 10 feet tall, dark skin with an afro. King of kings, Lord of lords, my big brother. Right? With the host of angels, or army of angels, which also are our brothers as well. I want to go to Matthew, chapter 24. Slovakia. Start with verse 6. And ye shall hear of war and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Verse 9, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall what? Delive you. And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. That has not happened yet. But we're getting close to that, okay? It hasn't happened, but we're getting close to that. Verse 11, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. Verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Ooh, that is so true. Verse 25, behold, I have told you before. Verse 29, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the power of heaven shall be shaken. Yeah. Once they say peace and safety, that's when Russia and China and other countries, Iran, are going to turn loose those nuclear missiles, sonic missiles, right? And the heavens are going to come down. The stars, those missiles. And they're so powerful that it's going to shake the earth, okay? Verse 30, and then shall appear a sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth moan, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds, those so-called UFOs. We call them chariots or clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Verse 31, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of the trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Right? That's going to be the 144,000 chosen elect, right? That I can only hope and pray that I be a part of that. And 1/3 of men and women and children that he's also going to bring in. So let's go to verse. Now the 144,000 chosen elect is going to be all men who received a new body and spiritual power, Superman powers, okay? Then the 1/3 of men, women, and children are going to also be taken up. Verse 40, then shall two be in the field, one shall be taken, and the other left. Verse 42, watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord Yahweh Shai do come. Right? So I leave it with verse 43. But know this, that if the good man of the house has known what known in watch. What? Let me read that again. Soccer, verse 43. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Okay? This time that we live in right now, 2026, if anyone out there, the so-called Negros, Latino, and speckled bird, has been watching, time, days are going faster. It's time to repent, right? Because that window is getting smaller. I hope that this was edifying, and with that I'll say, Shalom.